Hello everyone, Danny here. We're in my kitchen right now having a look at my hot lemon drop chili collection. We had to bring them all indoors because as soon as they started ripening, a bit late in the season really, it was too cold for them to be outside. So I'm really happy to actually have them all indoors now. I can just constantly pick fresh chilies, really wonderful tasting, these ones. And I'll have a head start on next year's harvest too because they'll be ready to just start fruiting again, fruiting and flowering constantly. But the reason I wanted to show them to you today is because when I grew them indoors a few years ago, they were actually, when I overwintered them indoors, they were soon covered in various pests, including fungus gnats. Fungus gnats are so annoying during the winter because they really like the sort of wet environment that our soil usually has. And so they tend to just come and just set up home in the potted plants, buzz around there, eat all the roots, just hurt the plant really. And so I've tried various things to get rid of them, various natural things. I've used cinnamon before, which does really work for me. But what I found was something new as well. It's always fun to try new things. And when I was feeding them, oh, if you're wondering what this is down here, this sort of powdery thing, it's actually finely crushed eggshells. I just dry all my eggshells in the oven for a little bit after I've used the oven, in the after warmth of it. And then I finely crush them in a blender. And then it gives extra calcium to these kind of plants that actually need calcium. So that's what this white stuff is. But what I also found is I wanted to give them a bit of extra food. I wanted to give them some magnesium. So I had some Epsom salts I sprinkled down there. And it turns out, upon looking into it further, because this obviously gives them, it helps them with their foliage growth, all that kind of stuff. But what it also does is it is toxic to fungus gnats. As soon as they come into contact with it, they die. So, and also their little babies, eggs, anything that's sort of living there in the soil will die. So you can make a little spray. You can sort of dilute the Epsom salts with some water and just really saturate the soil with it, and that will kill any fungus gnats that are there upon contact. So it's amazing. It's another really good natural way to get rid of them. So I just thought I'd share that with you today in case you have a little bit of a fungus gnat issue. It's always good to get on top of it because they really can spread and it's just not a nice thing to have. So I hope that helps. I hope you find it interesting. Let me know in the comments if you find it useful and if you're going to try it or if you have tried it. I look forward to hearing from you and I'll see you next time. Until then, happy gardening!